Welcome back. Now, the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Gas, Dr. George Sipayanki, has denied an African Center for Energy Policy report that Ghana could face power crisis in 2017 due to shortage of gas. According to Dr. Sipayanki, Ghana Gas has enough to supply to the Volta River Authority in case of failure from Nigeria Gas. Here is a report by Frederick Clarence Williams.
An African Center for Energy Policy (ACEP) report last week predicted a power deficit of 326 megawatts due to financial and fuel supply challenges. ACEP indicated total power demand in the country as at May 18, 2016 was 2,024 megawatts, while total supply was 1,698 megawatts. Nigeria Gas in the last 3 days has suspended gas supply to Ghana due to the Volta River Authority's indebtedness to the company. The energy policy think tank report said Ghana will likely face energy challenges in 2017.
We have indicated in the report that if Ghana came out of the election successfully, that will boost Ghana's image and the attractiveness of Ghana's investors. We anticipate that there will be increase in investment, there will be increase in economic activity, and that will also boost demand further up.
The Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Gas Company Limited, Dr. George Sipayanki, rubbished the ACEP warning.
I'm not too sure that you're going to have dumsor in January. I know that Talo may shut down to do tire bearing problem. During that period, luckily, 10 will also come on stream. Right now, as I speak to you, I don't think I'm doing more than 80 million scf of gas per day. We have about 50 million scf of gas per day, and we are still producing power without any dumsor.
He said Ghana Gas has enough gas to supply to the Volta River Authority if Nigeria Gas suspended supply to Ghana.
Meanwhile, TV3 has intercepted a letter that suggests that power supply is scheduled to be managed between February and March 2017. According to that letter written by the Chief Executive Officer of Volta River Authority, Kek Kofi, to his counterpart at the Ghana Grid Company, Gridco, he's advising plant managers to manage the power system during the stated period to limit any supply challenges. Let's quickly go. Right, we do now have Kwejo Poku, who is an energy expert. He's joining me via Skype. Mr. Poku, good evening. We're grateful that you could join us.
Hi, good evening, and I hope you could hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear. Now, we seem to have enjoyed stable energy and power supply in the lead up to the elections, months before the elections. Do you foresee that this stability will continue?
Well, yes, it would. It will continue for a while. You know, the ASAP report basically talked about when the FPSO goes off for the maintenance that is scheduled. And because we cannot store these gases in the absence of the FPSO and then the Ghana gas shutting down and no gas coming from the West African gas pipeline, that means that all our generation capacity which uses gas would have to go off. Now, I heard Mr. Sipayanki saying that they have enough gas. Yes, you know, the natural gas is such that we do not store it. So what comes from the field goes directly to Ghana Gas, and Ghana Gas now pipes it to the Takoradi enclave. But we are hoping that the incoming government will be able to raise some money to pay our indebtedness to NGAS, which is the Nigerian gas. That would now come in to ease whatever problems will persist when the FPSO go for the routine maintenance.
But Mr. Poku, prior to the December election, the MPP in particular maintained that Ghana has the potential to experience about 700 megawatts of power shortage early in 2017. And the letter we intercepted from VRA appears to suggest so. You do not think that there are too many uncertainties as to whether we have enough to meet our supply shortfalls, or indeed the new government coming in should be ready for what we have christened dumsor?
Well, yes, that we are going to have load shedding. That you see, the problem that we had in 2016 was because it was an election year, the government was not truthful with us. And what they were doing is that they were spending a lot of money in buying crude, very expensive crude for that matter, to make sure that the light stays on and they were also importing electricity from Cote d'Ivoire. The reality of it is that we are going to have some shortfall. And that is where the letter from the GridCo, the chairman of the load shedding committee, the GridCo boss, is warning that even if we are shedding 300 to 400 megawatts due to the FPSO going on maintenance, and maybe even if we have paid our money to Ghana NGAS, Nigeria Gas, the pressure in the West African gas pipeline might not be sufficient. So in the absence of crude to power the dual plants, then we are going to have about 400 or 500 megawatt shortfall. But the most important thing is that the incoming government would have to be very open and frank with Ghanaians, unlike what we experienced in the past, so that we know what the problem is and how long it will last for. I'm sure Ghanaians will be very welcoming and understand that the new government coming in will have challenges and will be given time to address them.
Right, Mr. Poku, thanks very much. But before I make you go, I know that this power situation is a big deal. It was a heated political issue ahead of the elections. How would you advise the incoming government to begin approaching it? You have mentioned that they should be transparent. Beyond that, what else should they be doing in order to manage the issue of the crisis at hand?
Well, they should listen. I mean, the issue is dynamic. You know, it is not. They shouldn't come and make promises that it will be difficult to keep, like what Honorable Donko did about a year ago. They should listen. I mean, people like us don't have all the answers, but there is ASAP, there is experts in the system who understands what the practicality issues is. They should also leave the engineers, the VRA engineers, to do the work. I mean, normally what would tend to happen is that you get politics playing into. Akosombo seems to be a bit up than before, but if they leave the engineers and they are very transparent and listen to the experts, I think they'll do well.
Right, Mr. Kojo Poku, thanks very much. Kojo Poku is an energy expert, and he joined us there to share his views on the situation and speculations that we might go through a period of load shedding in 2017.